Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Great to see you guys. I'm so happy you guys decided to take a magic class. We're going to have a lot of fun. You guys are going to be doing some cool stuff. Now, some of you guys may have seen me before, right? So you guys know some of the cool stuff that we may be doing, like the dancing fish. Okay? And that's one of my favorites. I always like to do that on the first day because it's really kind of cool. Okay? And but since we have so many kids in this class, we're going to have to take turns talking. Okay? So sometimes I'm going to ask you guys questions, and you guys get to answer. Sometimes I'm going to ask you to raise your hand, and you guys get to individually answer some questions. But we can't all talk at the same time, otherwise we're not going to be able to do all the magic stuff I brought. Every day you guys are going to get new things to take home. Okay? So let's see. We have new things to take home. So I want you to be able to take everything home. If we don't have time to do all the tricks, then you won't be able to take home all the tricks for that day. So that's why we have to keep moving along and do some things quickly. Did you have a question? Yeah. What's up?
At the end of the year, are you going to tell us how these work?
Well, you guys are going to learn how the tricks work every single time, okay? In fact, that's a good question to start with. Like, how many of you guys have done magic tricks or have a magic set or magic tricks before? Cool, cool. Now, was it easy to learn all the tricks, or were some of them hard, or what? Complicated. Easy? Yes? Easy, kind of easy? Easy? Okay, good. Well, some of them are, a lot of magic tricks are complicated, so it's hard to learn all the tricks from a magic. So I brought magic tricks that I know you guys can learn. I've taught it before. We might have a few new ones, because I always like to have new tricks that I teach my students, so we're going to have some new stuff too. But we're going to have a lot of fun in this class, but we have to make sure we stay either quiet or when it's time to, because you don't have to stay quiet all the time. All right, but since you guys have seen magic before, who can tell me what an illusion is? Anybody know an illusion? Do you have an idea? What's an illusion?
Well, illusion is like, it's either if you've seen an illusion of like a trick that a magic person like you has done already, it's an illusion.
Okay, well, let's get started. You have an idea?
Illusion is like
Maybe you see two pictures, but they're not really there, right? They're not really there. Cool, yeah. Well, that's what an illusion is. You think you see something, but it's not really real. Okay? So, I brought an illusion for you guys to check out today.
Ooh.
Okay? It's going to fool your eyes. Now, what it is a little spiral like this. And there's actually, you guys are going to get some tricks like some optical illusions, we call them, like this in the class. But just for today, like one of the things you can do with this one is I can make it look like it's spinning without really spinning it. All I have to do is hold it like this and make it go like that. Does it look like it's spinning?
It looks like it's spinning.
Yeah, and then go backwards.
Cool.
Okay?
Cool. I
Okay?
didn't do that.
So, well, it works by itself. It fools your eye. Now, here's the one I really wanted to show you today. It's really, really cool. Now, I want you to look at the blue dot right there in the center. It's actually a Nerf dart. But I want you to look at the blue dot right there, and I'm going to spin the disc, and I want you to look. You can blink your eyes. Just try to keep looking at the blue dot. And then when I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And when I'm done, I want you to look at my head. Something weird is going to happen. Okay. So take a look at the blue dot. Okay. And I'm going to count from 10 down to 1, and then you can look at my head. Ready? 1. I'm sorry. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, look at my head now. Is that weird? Something weird?
I don't see it.
Something weird? So what seemed to happen to my face? What seemed to happen?
It kind of like
Blur. What did you
There was
see?
a flash.
Kind of a flashing thing. What'd you see?
It was like, whoa.
Whoa. What'd you see?
It was kind of like spreading out a little bit.
Yeah. So kind of weird, huh? Is that kind of weird?
Yeah.
But was my head really doing that?
No.
No, it's just an illusion. Fools your eyes. So that's what's cool about that. Now, you guys, somebody asked me about at the end of class, are we going to learn to do all the tricks? Well, you guys are going to learn every week how to do the tricks that we're going to be taking home. But at the end of the classes, you guys are going to get to graduate, and you're going to get magic wands for graduation and certificates. But you have to know the 3 rules of magic. And so let's talk about them real quick. You have to be able to tell me them. First rule of magic is don't tell the secret. Now, why don't magicians like to tell their secrets? Why?
So they don't ruin the trick.
Yeah, it ruins the trick if somebody knows. That's true, that's true, that's a good answer. Did you have another answer, buddy?
So the people won't know that the magic is really fake.
Well, I think most people know that it's not really real, like Harry Potter magic already. So that's true. It's true, right? Do you have an answer for us?
It's like if you go to a magic show and the magician tells their secret, they won't want to come back and they won't
Yeah,
want
that's
to
true.
know it.
If people know the secrets, they won't want to see it again. That's true. Did you have something?
It ruins the fun.
It ruins the fun. That's a good one. That's a really good answer too. Yeah. Well, what happens? What I like to say is, if you tell the secret, then the magic disappears. It doesn't look like magic anymore, right?
Yep.
So that ruins the fun and not any fun anymore. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try and keep the fun by not telling the secrets, and not because we're mean, but because we want to keep the magic happening. Yes, Joanne, something.
One time I went to a show. A guy ripped the newspaper, and when he unfolded it, it was stuck together.
Back together again? That's a pretty cool trick. That's pretty cool. Well, that's rule number 1. Always keep the secret. Rule number 2 is only do a trick once, because if you keep doing it over and over again for the same person, what might happen?
You might see how you do.
They might figure it out, right? They might figure it out. So if you keep doing it over, so we only do the trick once. Maybe you could do it again for them next time you see them. Like if you see them a week later or the next day or something, you can do it again. But if you keep doing it over and over again, right after the other, they could figure it out. So that's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is practice, practice, practice. How many of you guys play instruments? Yeah, do you have to practice?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you want to get good at it, you have to practice. It's the same with magic. Yes? Oh, wait, it's her turn to talk, you guys. You guys, her turn to talk.
If any of the kids in this class watch Wizards of Waverly Place,
Oh, yeah.
when she goes to magic class, it's kind of like her learning.
Yeah, that's true. That's cool. Well, how many of you guys have seen the Harry Potter movies? Yeah? Now, right, well, those, we know that Harry Potter's not real, right? You guys are going to learn tricks that you guys can do. Not exactly like Harry Potter, but cool stuff that other kids know. But let me ask you a question. If Harry Potter was real and he was doing his magic, do you think once he learns how to do the magic, does it look like it's magic to him anymore or not? No. Well, I don't think it looks like magic to Harry Potter anymore because to him it's normal, right? Yeah. It's normal. So that's what it's going to be like with you guys. When you learn how the tricks work, it's not going to look like magic anymore. So that's kind of disappointing that you won't look like magic, but you guys will be able to fool your friends. Let me ask you another question. How many of you guys have your families have cell phones? Everybody's has a cell phone? Yeah. Well, is this magic?
No.
Not magic? But I can talk to my grandmother who lives 200 miles away on the phone. How's that not magic if I can hear my grandmother's voice in this little box? How's that not magic? Do you have an idea? Do you have an idea?
It's electricity, so it can connect to other things.
Yeah, it uses electricity. It uses electricity. What else were we going to say? Okay. What were we going to say?
Everyone knows how it works.
But okay, so how does everybody knows how it works, so it doesn't look magical. We know that this works by technology, right? Science. Scientists used electricity and their knowledge of circuits and things to make and airwaves, because this has antenna, sends the air through the air, right? So it's not through satellites. So it's not magic to us because we know how it works, right? But if you took this phone like 200 years ago and you gave it to people to work, if it could work, would they think it was magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would think it was magic because they wouldn't know how it works. So it's the same thing with your tricks. When we learn to do tricks, it's going to look like magic to other people. So let's do another illusion real quick here.
Those are cool. Use it. Ooh, look.
Yes, this is my spoon gong.
Oh, it's going to